So, hey everybody, it's Cheryl J. Moses. Thank you for tuning in to the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about 3 different things. The first one is your client avatar or your buyer persona. I sent you a PDF and an email about that. If you did not get it, please contact me so that you get it, because I explain everything about that in the in the PDF. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I'm going to run through it real quick. And then I'm going to talk about some lead generation strategies that you should be implementing today, and also your website. Now, I'm in the middle of redoing my website, but I left it the way it is so that you can see what I did wrong, and then, what I'm going to do to correct it and things like that. But you're basically going to see what a website should look like to be effective and to sell for you, basically. Okay, so we're just going to jump into the content. Let me see. I want to share my screen with you. Hopefully I get this right because I was screwing up earlier. Okay, so let's see here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. I'll go back here. All right. So creating your client avatar or your buyer persona. All right. So what does this mean? This means you're going to put together something that represents your ideal customer. It's just a generic thing that you put together, and you can put yourself in your ideal customer's shoes and kind of just go off of that. And it's going to be based on the demographics, challenges, wants, needs, etc. So you have a clear breakdown in that PDF that I sent you about, what you have to do to create this. And it determines what you need to provide for your audience. So very, very important that you do this particular step first. Okay. Now, what does this include? This includes you doing research, background, job details, goals, challenges, objections, buying action. Okay, what are their decision-making processes looking like? So that's your buying action. That's just an example of something that you want to look at. What makes them purchase? Okay, because sometimes you got to push some buttons for people to purchase. So you want to figure all this stuff out before you do anything else. Okay, so let's go into the next things here. Okay, how do you attract your tribe? Lead with value. Okay, so I always say lead with value because there are people, marketers, that insist on posting proof of them making money, proof of, their PayPal account, things like that. And, in my mind, I feel like you can get those pictures from anywhere. But when you lead with value, you're showing people that you know your stuff, okay, that you're an expert, you're in position, you're showing yourself as an authority. And this is what attracts people to you, because they're getting value from you. They're getting quality information from you, opposed to you flashing a money pic or, trying to show them that you've made this money. Okay, well, how did you make that money? How did you do it? Can you show me? That's what people want to know. Can you show me how to do the same thing? We see that you made it, but, can you show me how to do it too? So that's why you want to lead with value and attract people to you. Okay. Guest posting. I want to talk about this strategy because it's really effective. And guest posting, guest blogging, it really should be in your marketing arsenal because it's effective. All right. So I'm just going to run through this list of things. Okay. So first thing, build relationships with other business owners within your niche market. If you haven't done any joint ventures or anything like that as of yet, that's fine. But you'll notice that when business owners help each other and support each other in some kind of way, everybody benefits. It may start off as guest blogging right now, but it can mature into other major joint venture partnerships and more lucrative business opportunities. When you guest blog, make sure that you can offer something enticing in exchange. It has to make sense for everyone. Keep that in mind because it has to really be a win-win. So you want to be sure that you can give them some great value for letting you post on their site. Okay, and we'll get into that a little more. All right, so next thing is increase your online presence and gain traffic. Every business could use more traffic, including yours. When you guest blog within your niche market, the traffic is targeted. That means that the people you are gaining as an audience are already looking for your knowledge and expertise. That's what, you're targeting, right? So now, since you're guest posting, they know where you are located and who you are because they know more about you now. And depending on the topic of your guest posts, you can also begin building brand awareness in your niche market. Okay, so it all depends on how you structure your content that you can start building your brand. Okay, the next one is I have build your list. Okay, I'm talking about that a little bit later, but establish yourself as an expert in your field. Okay, so you basically want to grow your reputation. This will come across in the knowledge that you lead with through your quality content. So you want to provide readers with something that they haven't heard before or tweak something familiar. In either case, you want to showcase your expertise and build that trust factor. That's your goal here. Okay, the next thing you want to do is acquire backlinks to your website. I don't get into SEO too much. I try not to, but it's really a big part of you getting found on Google, your website, getting found and everything like that. So eventually I'm going to be talking more about search engine optimization, but this is an area I would totally outsource because it gets really deep, it gets really confusing, and it can overwhelm you. So if you don't understand SEO too much, you might want to outsource this. But just for your knowledge, just for your FYI, we're talking about backlinks. And links are valuable to any online business. So whatever business is on the web, you need backlinks to get traffic. So check with the host of the blog to see what they're offering in the way of links, because some do and some do not. Some allow you to add 2 or 3 links in each piece of content, and or your author bio box, that little box at the end of your article or blog post. You have a little, space where you can write who you are and things like that. Sometimes they let you put a link in there. And don't forget to use keyword-rich anchor text for your links. So make sure you use keywords and preferably long tail keywords. Yeah, long tail keywords. Okay. And also, this keeps the search engines happy. Keywords, right? Okay, and you can use the Google Keyword Planner. I believe that's what it's called. It's free. You can use that for your keywords. All right, so to gain quality links, choose quality blogs to write for. Okay, that's really simple. All right, next one is build your brand and reputation. We talked about brand awareness. The audience of the blog trusts them and how you want to get a piece of that. Oh, now you want to get a piece of that trust. So, the audience or the readers of the blog, they already have built that, that relationship with the blog owner, especially if they are subscribers. So now you want to go ahead and get a piece of the trust too. All right, so don't come up short in this area. Choose topics that this audience will want to read about and fill it with rich, usable content. Look for blogs that have a good reputation among the readers. Check and see if the blog is getting a lot of comments and so forth. Now, as far as getting a lot of comments and things like that, very important. You must see if this blog or whatever amount of blogs you want to write for, you must see if they're getting traffic. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in Google, you know, top gardening blogs or top business blogs, whatever your niche is. And you're going to go over to alexa.com and you're going to put in the URL of the blog that you want to write for, and you want to see if they're getting traffic. So if you put that URL in Alexa.com, what's going to come up is their rank as far as getting traffic. Now, if their rank is 300,000 or less, that's really good. If it's 600,000 or less, that's good. It's pretty good. But the lower the number, the better. If it's in the millions, forget about it because they're not getting that much traffic. So make sure that you're looking at those numbers to see if people are, if they're getting traffic to their site. Okay. And you want to check out the site to see if they're getting comments and things like that, because a lot of times you can get traffic, but if nobody's commenting, then there's really no interaction. There's no engagement. So you want to make sure there's some engagement as well. All right. So now we're going to go back to building your list. So like we already mentioned, the traffic is already targeted to your niche. So with your backlinks, you can send them to an offer that has something of value to keep them coming back for more. Okay, so if you're using a backlink, which you absolutely should be using, I wouldn't even guest post if I couldn't put a link in there. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. So like I said, it has to make sense. So if you have a backlink, you might want to have that backlink go to an offer, a free offer that you have. You want the people to opt in and get on your list. All right, really simple. You can send them to your website, but it's really better to send them to an offer so that they can opt in and get on your list because you want to build your list. And last but not least, you want to gain more opportunities to guest blog or partner with others in your business market. Okay, so when you keep content relevant and you abide by the guidelines of the blog, remember those guidelines, because I think every blog with a guest post option has guidelines. They have rules that you have to abide by. So make sure you're looking at those rules beforehand. Okay. So if you do all of that and you bring your A game, those who follow that blog will talk about you, which creates a buzz for you. Okay. So you want to bring your best content out. Even the host of the blog may ask you to come back or promote your material. Okay. So if it's that good, they'll promote you. And that can result in more guest blogging opportunities on more notable sites. And as your reputation grows, so does your brand awareness and other business opportunities. So it's just basically a win-win all around. And don't stress yourself out if you're posting on your blog and you feel like you need to guest post too. You can do 1 or 2 a week. If you guest post maybe once a week, and you keep blogging. I don't know what your schedule is, but whatever your blogging schedule is, you can keep doing that. But guest posting like once a week, even if you do it once every 2 weeks, is perfectly fine, because when you're getting that traffic from high traffic sites, you're going to continuously get a flow of traffic. So if you just keep on doing it, you'll get that traffic. Okay, so how does it work? All right, so to sum it all up, you determine your goals, which we already discussed. If any of these things are your goals, then you want to start guest posting. So determine your goals, you find the right audience. We talked about looking that up, and then you contact the owner. Sometimes the site has an option for guest blogging and sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't hurt to contact the owner if you really want to write for that blog. All right. So keep that in mind. Okay, so articles and blog posting, multi-purpose. Okay, so what I mean by this is you want to take your content and repurpose it in different places. Okay, so like if you took, let's see, I don't even have it up anymore. Hold on. If you took an article, maybe I should have just went to the article site. Oops. Okay, so if you took an article, let's say, let's wait for this to come up. Okay. All right, so let's just say this is your article. It's on Easy Articles, which is a high traffic site, which is excellent. You will turn this article into a blog post. Now, the difference between an article and a blog post, an article is usually longer. A blog post may be 300 to 400 words. Sometimes I write 1,000 words on my blog post. It just all depends on the topic. But a blog post is more laid back, where you're putting in your commentary, you're putting your voice on it a little more, you're adding in some LOLs and all this other stuff, just being yourself, more so than an article, which is more factual and, it's a little more formal. Okay. Okay. So just let's say this is a blog post, even if it is an article, it doesn't really matter. You can just take a what I want to say, take a chunk of this content here. If I can get it. That might be too long. Okay. Like you would just take this, for example, this first part of this sentence, and you would set this up as a tweet. And then you would put the link. You can use bit.ly or tiny URL to shorten your link and put this in Twitter. Okay. And you can do this throughout the content. Just take different parts of it. Boom. Take the sentence and put a link back. So you can get maybe 10 or 20 tweets out of an article or blog post, linking back to, your content so that they can get the whole shebang. Now, you can use an automated system like Hootsuite or Social Umph or what's the other one? Buffer, to send these things to Twitter and LinkedIn and even Facebook. Sometimes on Facebook, I may take a whole chunk of content, like, like maybe that much, and put on my fan page or something, and then I'll put the link back to, the blog or the blog post or whatever, wherever I want them to go. Maybe an opt-in page, usually an opt-in page to get a free gift. Okay. So you just want to repurpose your content all the time so that you're not making extra work for yourself. And this is a great way to do it. Okay. So just write one piece of content and just, spread it everywhere. Spread the love everywhere. All right. So those two are some great lead generation strategies for your articles and your blog posting. You can, get private label rights, or you can write them from scratch, whatever you choose to do. I go into more detail about this in the boot camp, but, basically I just want to just tell you what's effective, because it absolutely is effective. And articles, especially if you put them on different article directories, it really makes you look like an expert. So, I've had people contact me because of articles that I've written. So you basically want to do these types of marketing methods. Okay. Now, your website. This is a big thing here. You want your website to do the selling for you. So there are 4 things you should take into consideration. The first is be clear. So I have one goal per page. So just one goal per page. Now I want you to take a look at something in regards to this. Okay. All right. Let me just not look at him anymore. Okay. So here's my website, right? All right. So first thing you see is my picture. Yeah, you should have your picture there. And the next thing you see is my opt-in box. Okay. So all of this you see before I even can scroll down, which is excellent. That's what you should do. Okay. Make sure you have your picture there so people know who you are, and then have somewhere for them to opt in to get a free gift or something. Okay. All right. So this might get taken out because this is sending them other places, right? This is something that sending them other places, even though I want them to go to these places, to my podcast, building your business, that's coaching, and then, changing your life, that's something else. So yeah, I want them to go to these places, but before they click on that, I want them to know who I am, and I want them to also see. I have a quote here, which is fine. Then I have meet me, and this is like a little snippet of who I am and everything, which I'm going to expand this to and put some more stuff. And then I want them to work with me. But see, if I have them up here, clicking on going to the podcast, clicking on this and that, then they're not going to ever get to the work with me or the schedule free chat, which I'm going to change these as well. But the work with me will stay, but the schedule free chat, I might turn into like a free coaching session or, something like that. But they're not going to get to this if they're clicking and going other places. Okay. So that's something that needs to be changed. And then let's connect. I think this is fine. Some people say don't put this on the page or whatever. It does send them other places to connect, but I think I'm going to keep it there because I do want them to connect and on social media. And then I have my recent articles, and I might put some other stuff down here, like the contact me and all that stuff. But this is not done. But I'm just showing you like the things I'm going to change because it has to flow correctly. Okay, so let me look at the other. Oh, and speaking of, I said be clear, one per per page. Okay, yes. I want to show you this other lady's page here. Okay. I had to do a slide on this one. Okay. I came to this page. I think I am connected to her like on Google Plus. And I just came to her page just to check her out and see what she was about. And so I got here and I really didn't know what to do because let's start from the beginning. Okay, so she has, her tag and everything that, yeah, she does. Okay. And then over here, she has the opt-in box to give away free gift. Okay, cool. So then you scroll down, there's an event here. There's where she's been seen in the media or on a TV. I don't know. You scroll down, there's a video over here. There's, I don't know, something else there. And then she gives you some other goodies here: tools, experience, solutions, and coaching. You can choose from that. And then here's some more stuff of where she's been, what she's been in. Okay. And then her blog. There she is, her blog. Okay. Then she's got her podcast over here. She's really busy. Yeah. Yeah, she's really busy. Okay, so then she has, her blog over here, and then connect with her on Instagram. Then you have her on Twitter here. Scroll down, she's on Facebook. Okay, cool. Products. Oh, wait a minute. We're in products now. Okay. So she has products. Okay, yeah. A lot going on. And then I don't know. I think these are more products. So yeah, she has a lot going on. But this is all on one page. And sometimes when it's like this, you don't know what to click on. You don't know where you want to go. You don't know. You get confused. You just don't know what to do. Okay, so I would suggest to not have your page with so much stuff on it like this. Rather have a page for your blog, have a page for your products. Yeah, and things like that, because people will start clicking places and who knows where they'll end up, right? So just have a clean page. All right, so add secondary options. One color per purpose for titles and headlines. As an example, one typography per purpose, tabs and add-ons. Okay, so let's see if you go here. I don't know if I did this or not. Okay, so this is a different typography. This is a title, just showing you different, you know, even if my blog, I don't know if I have it on the blog or not. Let's see. But yeah, I use something different for the titles, and then for the content is another type of font that I use. So keep that intact too with you. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know why that picture's here. I have to, okay. Okay, so like this, yeah. See, here's my titles and stuff. Also, when you're doing your images, make sure you're branding your images. Like, see, I have this here with the CherylJMoses.com over here. I usually do that for all my images. And I think that's why my picture's up here, is because I don't have an image for this one. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, definitely have, your content in one type of font, and then the titles and headlines in another type of font. Okay. And your tabs, like my services, I have design and content. Actually, that's going to be consulting. So I'm going to put consulting here, and then I have business coaching here. So, you have one page per thing. And put this on your drop down menu so that they can, have a choice, even when you're doing products. And like when I said about doing the client avatar, when you do your research, you're going to find out about your products, on how to deliver your products. So if your audience likes audio, you're going to create audio products. If they like video, you're going to create video products. So whatever they want, that's what you're going to create. If they like both, then you're going to have audio and you're going to have video. So under products, you will have maybe a drop down of audio or video, so they can get what they want. All right. So just keep that in mind as well, because you want people to just go to what they need to go, get to where they need to get, because you don't want them fooling around, because then they'll leave. They won't know what to do. They can't find what they want, So just remember that too. Okay, what was the next thing? Buttons. Okay, buttons should stand alone, but should stand out also. So depending on if you're doing a sales page or something like that, you want your buttons to stand out. Okay, you don't want to have a blue page and then black buttons. You want to have something that jumps out at you, right? So for me, I don't think I think where I messed up was here. Yeah, this needs to be changed. It needs to be lighter so it can jump out at you. But here I did shiny gold, so you can see that, but yeah, like shiny red, shiny gold, whatever. This will be changed, but yeah, so just make sure it goes with your your scheme of colors, but it also makes them want to click on it, and they can see it clearly enough to click on it. Okay, and your calls to action. Be engaging to make them want to click. Okay, so if I say something like, learn how to do better business in 2015 by using these 7 strategies. Click here. Click here to get the strategies, or get the report, or get the videos, or the whatever. Okay, make it seem like, hey, you need this. So you want to entice people and engage them and make them want to click on that button. Okay, so those are like the 4 things that you need for your website. Be clear, add secondary options, your buttons, and your calls to action. So that's all we have for today. Make sure you implement these, these things to get your website together, get your content out there. Remember to lead with value and start doing some guest posting. Try it out, see how it works for you as far as getting traffic. Whatever's not working, you don't have to continue to do, but you can, you should at least try it and see what it does. Okay, so that's all for today. Next time we'll probably talk about some more lead generation strategies and things like that. And I think I want to do maybe just some more content creation stuff and free offer and sales page and just a whole bunch of goodies to come. Okay, so and make sure if you're not into online marketing ROI for Entrepreneurs group on Facebook, make sure you join that, because that's where we do the chat. If you have any questions or anything you need to ask me or whatever, just go in there and I'll answer that for you. Okay. So also, like I said, the boot camp is open. Please let me know if you want in. It still hasn't. I still haven't launched it. Yes, this is just pre-launch. So, Cheryl at CherylJMoses.com. Contact me if anything. Also for that PDF if you didn't get it. Okay, for the client avatar, because that's important. You need to work on that. All right. So that's it for this time. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. All right.